So there was a weird sighting from a SpaceX capsule. And look, I don't want to get all UFO-y on you.
Please do, please do.
But what is this?
I love this video.
Now in slow motion, this is it. It's this weird little thing.
It's something. Somebody say it's a bug.
It's a bug.
Yeah, it's not a bug. It's not a bug. So here's the thing. Elon Musk has tried to debunk all of the UFO theories about this and other things. This, by the way, was just in June. This is Elon in the past, basically blowing up any UFO conspiracy theory.
If anyone would know about aliens on Earth, it would probably be me. I've seen no evidence of aliens.
This dude loves conspiracy theories, so if he's denying it, that gives me pause, meaning like, is he hiding it like potentially these presidents, like Obama?
He loves money, so is he getting paid to not tell the truth?
I think it's simpler than that. I think Elon is a bit of a know-it-all blowhard, and I don't think he knows as much as he thinks he knows.
I was going to say that just because Elon says it doesn't make it so.
Who does Elon work with?
Government
The government.
agencies.
The government.
That's the misconception everybody's forgetting. People think of Elon Musk as this private, wealthy citizen. He is running a space program within the framework and regulation of the US government. So if there's anybody who needs to be briefed and is motivated to keep a secret, it's somebody who wants to continue their program running.
I was about to say the same thing, but you know, to his point when he said, you know, Elon is kind of like a know-it-all, I feel like because he doesn't have enough information, he's not gonna talk crazy about it. However, I do believe that if he is working with government agencies, he has to know something. And if multiple presidents have come out on late night talk shows and they've been like either maybe or they said, I'm not gonna say it all.
President Clinton told me that if he had seen evidence, he would tell everyone that he'd seen it. Do you feel the same way?
No.
No, you wouldn't. You don't think we can handle it?
No, I'm afraid. I'm afraid it might spin you into orbit.
Okay, all right.
If we were visited someday, I wouldn't be surprised. I just hope that it's not like Independence Day.
I feel like if the presidents have been briefed, Elon has been briefed too, and he knows something.
I'm not sure our government is going to trust him.
They are trusting him.
They're giving him permission to run his program. Of course they trust him.
He's overtaken NASA.
I personally know that he is interested in the subject. I can't say how I know that, but he has that division that runs these government contracts, right? And if you look at the UAP task force, I believe it was called at the time, the DOD's, investigation into this, they said some of these are picked up by multiple sensors, not just the F-18s that were chasing them.
That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is LNS, dude. Well, if there's like anything.
We're talking about satellite images, right? Satellites have picked these things up. So if he owns all these other satellites and images, don't you think possibly he's come across the same thing, right? And that maybe he's been encouraged not to talk about it?
There is nobody in the world who is allowed to shoot things off into space who does not have their government sniffing up in everything that they're doing, and they're going to keep control on it.
And by the way, maybe they are not telling him what they know. They're just telling him, don't say there are aliens, say they're not.
Yeah, this is not about Elon Musk. I mean, we're all acting like this is like the moon landing and everybody's lying, but there are hundreds, if not thousands of people who would also have to be lying about it. And I've been friends with them, and I'm telling you, they're not good liars. These are not people that can know that stuff, and they have access to the data. So if Elon knows, there's at least 500 people below him who also know. As the largest launch provider in the world, I think, definitely in America, he is going to know about things because other companies hire him to send their own stuff into space, but the amount of space debris and junk in space, and that wasn't even in space, that was actually below it. That was below the Kármán line.
This particular video, you take case by case. That one, if you look right before, there was some debris zipping by. It's hard to tell if that was stationary because the declination, watch the camera go down.
There is no such thing as stationary in space.
No, relatively. Look, the declination of the camera going down if that is relative to that staying stationary, it could like it's going up.
Yeah, it is going down.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what that particular one is, but you can imagine that all the people that work for him capturing these things are going to bring it to his attention. I believe he's seen other stuff.
Minutes before you see this, the booster separated from Starship itself. So I think it's just debris from the separation. There's only 4 times they've been able to do this, and most of them have been failures, quote unquote, for landing. And they actually stuck this launch when they brought it back into Earth. Literally just minutes before the booster separated. I think it's just small little parts flying off, which is normal.
He knows more than the average bear.
Yeah, I also think he likes to be a contrarian.
But if he's a contrarian, he's going to say they're aliens. That's what he's going to do if he's a contrarian. And he is a contrarian, so it's weird that he dismisses it this way, because it doesn't seem to be his personality.
For some reason, a lot of the same people who think there are aliens among us don't think we went to the moon. Which I'm like, think about that for a second.